You're doing the intro today.
I am? Okay. I think you should be. Feels so much better. He does. He's a professional at this. You know, I'm still a newbie.
Hey, I just got a memo.
Who? What?
The outfit, the colors,
We didn't do this. We didn't do this.
That's nice.
We did not coordinate this. I promise you. Did you hit it? Are we?
Okay, I won't have this in my hand.
Oh, my shirt's shimmering. Shimmering on
I'm
camera.
gonna think about it. I'm gonna turn my ringer off.
You do whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop until I post.
No. I mean, you see what the post look like. Pop, 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 pop. What episode is this?
45.
Oh my
Oh
God.
wow!
10 more before the big day. Or 5 more. It's that fast.
Yeah. 5 weeks away.
Excited. You guys are all invited.
All right, since we're extremely late, we're going to go ahead on
Okay, sorry.
and get started. We got the bad kids in the back of the class.
Why I gotta be in the back of the class? Why can't I be in the front?
The bag is
Because that's where the back is,
Yeah.
fit, for sure. Well, hello, and welcome to the Necessary Unnecessary podcast. I'm your host, Nip Swag. This is your host
Frisco.
and our special guest.
Sheena Takai.
My friend.
All right, we are at episode 45 today. It's real live today. We're going to talk about who did it.
You know what? Who
Yes.
Friends.
Oh,
How many of us have them? Let's be friends. The importance of friends, the lack thereof. What is a true friend? And we're going to give a shout out to Sandra Massey. Rest in peace. Another Black life lost at the hands of the police. I don't care how hot that water was. She did not deserve to get shot. So,
at all.
we'll start with our guests. How many friends you got?
Damn.
Oh, man.
Damn,
So look, friends, it is an important topic, but you know, I also want to talk about focusing on building relationships, and they don't always have to be friendships. They could be professional relationships, strictly platonic relationships, progressive relationships, just us embodying, acknowledging that there are other relationships that exist outside of love. Yeah.
Wait, what is not platonic? What was the other one you said?
Progressive?
Yes.
We have a progressive relationship.
We gotta talk about this.
We do. We have a progressive relationship. We have a friendship. We've established a friendship, right? Because it starts there with us acknowledging that we're friends. But we are both in positions that can help one another progress.
Oh, I like
And
that.
so I consider that to be a progressive.
So it's like a business friendship, but friendship with business benefits.
It's the basis is friendship. So whether business was involved or not, it wouldn't matter, right? We would be friends. But the fact that we are so
Now, I thought progressive would mean that it gets better and we get closer with time.
can mean multiple things.
Well,
Yeah, in our case, though, I've just noticed with the recent circle of, I guess what I would consider friends or a progressive friendship is we are really putting each other in positions of notoriety. We're elevating each other, we're sharpening each other, we're correcting each other.
not the kind that help you catch a case.
Well,
Well, you
Well.
might catch a case in the midst of elevating, but you know, there are
on the way here,
certain
a little
friends,
touch and go.
certain friends that are just bound to get you in trouble.
Shoo. Are they friends? Associates?
Ooh, child.
Oh, no.
Comrades in the struggle?
I'm trying to think.
I mean, it depends on the environment in which your friends in. Like, Like the
Absolutely.
environment where I developed my first friends at, yeah, they was gonna get you in trouble, but they also was gonna help you when you got in trouble. You know what I mean? Like
They probably was
Get
part
you
of the
in
reason,
it, but they gonna
you
help you
got
get
in
out.
trouble. Right, exactly.
you know, like I look at friendship like you gotta be able to trust somebody with your life for real. You know what I mean? Because it comes down to that sometimes.
Yeah.
For real, is this person really ride or die?
Has to be in their best interest.
Yeah, but it also depends on the person too. Don't put me in a position that's gonna compromise my livelihood.
If we
Yes.
happen to happen, if we happen to
You know
happen
what I'm
into a position
That's
of,
right.
of that, you don't want to be with somebody gonna be
I know,
like,
right? I know.
you don't want to be with somebody and all of a sudden find out that's y'all's damn friend.
Oh, child, that's the
You know,
worst.
you know
That's
what I
your
mean?
friend. That ain't my
That's
Yeah,
your friend.
right.
You be
I don't know. I ain't got nothing
Now
to do
those
with
are associates.
Oh, I call that I ain't got nothing to do with that friend.
Oh my
That's how you place them, but that's how you figure out who is considered a friend or even just somebody that's for you, a part of your tribe. Because everybody doesn't have to be classified as a friend, but we do have to add to one another. Like, and it's not always pretty, it's not always comfortable, but you know, it's necessary.
What about the loners?
I know some of
Those
them.
my loners.
I met one at my job recently.
I met one.
No, because I felt really bad for him. Okay, so he was a 19-year-old male. You could tell he might be on the spectrum. He even told me that I think I'm on the spectrum, right? So he's very closed in, right? He doesn't really even show emotion. Like I would look at him at work, and even when he would talk to people, he just never really smiled. And when he did, it kind of but he literally came to me one day. He was like, "Hey, he's like, something like, why don't you go out? You know, you're 19. All you do is work." He's like, "Cause I don't have any friends." And I'm like, "What do you mean you don't have any friends?" I'm like,
I think it's levels to loners though.
no, like when he said he don't have friends, he went to a concert by himself.
I've
Like-
been to a concert by myself.
Oh, I've never done that. No, I've never done that. But I'm just saying, like, that's just not me. Like,
I've been out the country by myself.
I've done
Me
that.
too.
I have
I've
been
done
to
that.
concerts by
I'm sure.
myself.
No.
I have gone to the movies by myself.
No, I've never.
It depends what I feel like. I
Right,
don't have
right.
to have somebody's presence. Sometimes you don't feel like being bothered. You gotta wait on their time, and then you gotta wait on
It just depends
you
for me
know
on
what
what
they
I'm
want to
doing.
watch, what they want to do. You know.
Right. It just depends for me on what I'm doing. But for me, like, if I'm gonna go to the movies, then I want my friend to come with me, or not even my friend. Like, I just want to go with somebody and enjoy that time being at the movie theater. Now, if I want
So
to
you
sit at
wouldn't go
home,
by yourself?
I've never gone to movies myself. I'm sitting
But you
home.
wouldn't?
I don't know. I would sit at home and just watch the movie. If that's the case.
You gone out to eat by yourself?
Oh no, honey, you know I love to eat so much. Girl. Now, when it comes to food, now, baby, I'll sit down and spend $100 on myself real fast, and here you go, your $20 tip, girl. You gonna keep that right there.
I've been waiting on her in the parking lot before.
Exactly. So you already know now. Eating, I will eat by myself all day because guess what? I got to live. You know.
Do you think that's an issue for loners doing stuff by themselves?
What? You said wait what?
I think
Wait,
it
what?
depends on what kind of loner you are. It's two different kind of loners. It's the kind of loner that don't want to be around people, and it's the kind of loner that people don't want to be around them. So I think it's much tougher for the loner where people don't want to be around them because they long to be around people.
Okay.
But the loner that doesn't want to be around people, I think they're perfectly fine with doing stuff themselves, even though sometimes at times they may want to do stuff with other people,
like
but
that.
they're more accustomed to doing things on their
I think there's people that should be loners.
own. Yeah,
I've learned.
for sure.
Well,
I have
there's
learned.
people who shouldn't even read
You
the
don't
news.
get along well with people. You don't know how to
I said it's levels to loner.
exist in a room with
'Cause
other
I'm a
people.
loner. I'm a loner myself. You know what I mean?
Stay
Like I
alone.
don't fool too many people. I don't
Yeah.
really be, you
That's
know what
all
I
that's
mean?
what it is.
Like I rather do it by myself.
You stay in less
Okay.
trouble. That's
Or with someone
No.
I
You
genuinely.
can stay in-
You know,
But that's different. You know, energy different. You
I
know, that's
know.
different. You know,
The
we
best
not gonna
thing
go
for a
crazy. We
loner-
got kids to live for. You know what
I think the best thing for a loner is like to have just like a best friend that they can do everything with. Then that way it's not like you have to be around all these people. You got somebody you can do something with, and then y'all
Yeah.
go do stuff. And even when y'all out places with other people, it feel like it's just you and them because y'all together. You know
It
what I
has
mean?
its pros and cons
Yeah.
because that way they're not. Well, at least you know they're not codependent. They don't require to have somebody around them to live or exist, but
Good Lord.
everyone does need some type of.
I mean, we're human.
companionship.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
Like,
some interaction.
and the ones that don't, they a little.
I got more family than I got friends.
Wow.
Like,
They're a little off. The ones that don't have a lot of human interaction. So
I said I got more family than I got friends. Like my friends was my built-in, my family was
oh,
my
I wish I could
built-in
say that for
friends.
me.
You know what I
I was
mean?
military brat. So.
I wasn't military, but in our family, it's not really. It's big, but it depends on how you look at it. You look at it on my mom and my dad's side. You know what I mean? Because on my dad's side, it's big, but I'm not super close with everybody like that on my dad's side. And then on my mom's side, we're all very close. But as we get older in people's lives, you know,
Yeah.
we kind of like just dwindle in our own little direction. Like we still keep in contact, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if I really needed something, I would reach out to my friends as I would before. Like
Your immediate family, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have my immediate family, and because I'm a military brat, I really didn't know either side. But I gravitated to my father's side because my father's side gravitated to me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I consider them family, it's just as well as my mom's side, but I don't really know much about
And
it.
that's an interesting fact about friends. Those that you gravitate towards versus those that gravitate towards you, and how to kind of navigate on who, because people be having ulterior motives.
They
And
sure
you'll be
do.
friends with somebody for years, and
Right.
all of a sudden they poof, switch on you, and they felt like that the whole time. You just didn't know it. They presented themselves as friends, but they came in with ulterior motives. So you know, it's kind of tough to let people in sometimes, especially when you've been betrayed by people so close to you.
Yeah.
Like, you know, sometimes like friends is just an enemy with too much information.
Well, I've had it reversed where someone tried to create a friendship that didn't exist.
Mhm.
Like, can we get there?
Right.
Can we get there? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
throw the title friend on me. Yeah.
Right.
Because I don't know who you are.
Right.
And I'm okay to get to know who you are, and I'm okay for us to figure out what that looks like. But I don't attach myself to the term friend. I had a girl go in on the. I'm like, we don't know each other. How are we
Oh,
friends?
she got offended?
I was
I
looking
mean,
for
she
some
was offended
comments.
about everything. You know what I mean? I don't
People
know
said
what
we
she was
ain't
not offended about.
Answering
But
the comments on the stuff. Leave some comments.
let's get to know each other.
How
First,
many of
you
y'all
know?
got friends?
Some people
Everybody
are
ain't your
just,
friend.
some people are just lonely.
Everybody ain't your
That's
partner.
what your mama
Do I
tell
need to
you
do the rest
back
of the
then. People
lyrics?
ain't your friends.
Everybody ain't your partner.
And it's good to have people around that can see who is your friend. Like I feel like a friend gonna have your best interest at heart anytime, and they gonna see people around you that they gonna see the motives in people that you can't see.
Yeah, I feel like friends are people that posture themselves to be that. We meet a lot of people with everything that we do, but like I have a posture of, if I'm open to you, then I will position myself to be genuine,
Right.
to be open, transparent. I mean, to a degree, you know what I mean? But it's a mutual thing. But you don't posture yourself. You know what I'm saying? Same with receiving. Like all of these relationships and friendships, we're really supposed to be of service. All right, y'all ready to bow your heads and pray? Bow your heads and pray. This is gonna be the intro. Heavenly Father, let me show. We don't know where the music came from. We don't know where it came from.
Never happened.
But it's on cue.
It was your energy.
I just want y'all
It
to
was
know
our energy.
that God loves you. I'm in it.
No,
And He wants the best for you.
no, that was our cue.
The way that the music is going, is it commercial break? I mean,
For all the lovers in the room.
This is Green's favorite. That's hella funny. On that, specifically, just one TV decided, you know what? Screw y'all. We're gonna play this goddamn gospel hymn. Right, it really was a lullaby. I'm over here.
And y'all not gonna give me praise? That's what happened.
I was like, oh.
I was gonna fall asleep. I'm tired. I've been up since 6 a.m. Shit, I was
Really?
Actually, I've been up since 4:30.
Oh, well, I took off today and I slept in.
Oh, aren't you lucky?
Yeah, I've been watching Addams Family Guy.
You were off, he was off. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only one that went first. I'm tired as hell. You.
And with that,
How they like.
So, friends. What was the other thing we were going to talk about?
Sandra Massey.
Sonya.
Sonya. Apologies. Sonia Massey, yet another black person has been executed at point blank range by the hands of the police. On video, his own video, no less. And I saw a video yesterday with, it was a black man explaining how she got herself shot.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, the fucking shit you didn't.
Look it up.
No, you didn't.
Officer Tatum, a black person, was like slowing it down.
That way you slow it down, you see her put the damn pot down, her hands up.
And then he showed it. I said it looked edited because you're going by frame, and then she popped back up with the pot. Okay, hot or not?
That's okay, because if it
Hot
was his mom
or
or
not.
his sister or his aunt, you would have
Hot
felt
or
totally different.
not, all you have to do is back up. You don't have to shoot the person in
First
the
off,
head.
don't send me to the kitchen to turn my pot off
Right.
And
and
shoot
then
me.
get scared.
Right.
That's how.
Right.
That's how dangerous we
You
are,
don't
black
send
people.
me. You don't create space between us.
That's how dangerous we are.
No, that's not. No, you can go ahead and do it,
We
sir.
can't have.
I'm gonna sit right here.
That shit. When the video first came out, right, I seen it and then I was like, oh, I'm not watching this. And I just passed it. I was like,
Okay.
Yeah.
one of us got shot, right?
Yeah.
I passed it, right? And then I saw going on. I'm just thinking like, they're talking to this lady in her room. Then when I watched it, I said, did he shoot? Literally. Even if she, and then the distance and the fact that she called them because she thought there was an intruder.
Yeah.
They was.
She called for help. You know what I mean? That was the part it wasn't like the police were called on her for a public
She
nuisance.
called for help.
She called for help.
You can't even call
And
for your
then
own safety.
She got murdered, literally. And it was just
At no
and then
point-
his reaction after. Did you hear his reaction?
Because they were calm at first. That was the wild
She
part.
was calm.
Behind your IG.
She stayed calm the whole
I
time.
heard a little aggravation, but it was still like, okay, well, go ahead and get your license out or look for your ID.
Can you imagine how scared she was? To get gunned down in your house and you literally asked for help.
So I work in the field where
she
we
knew
have
she was
to-
holding that pot. It was.
I work in a field where
She
we
was
have
in a
to
trap.
restrain people, do emergency interventions and this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm.
And we are taught to use the level of least resistance when responding to a dangerous situation. Somebody
Mm-hmm.
trying to attack us, trying to attack somebody else, to use the least amount of force. So you got a belt full of stuff to use before you use your gun.
Taser.
You know what I mean? You got all kind of stuff. So I'm saying the threat of hot water is not
Life-threatening.
Yeah,
To
to-
shoot
to-
somebody
to-
in the head.
And then
Point blank
after
range.
you shoot her in the head, you still tell her to put the pot down, and you talking shit after
She
that.
was a crazy bitch. That bitch was crazy. Really?
Because she took a boiling hot pot of
Literally,
water
but
off.
she said, I
after
rebuke
told
you,
her
Satan.
to.
That's what got him.
Yeah.
When she
Yeah,
said,
that devil
when
came
she
up
said
out of
that, I
there.
rebuke you in the name of Jesus. When she said that, that's what triggered him.
Mm.
And then he shot her. Period, point blank.
We
You gotta
surrounded
be
by
so
demons.
careful. You got to be so careful these days, y'all. You really do have to exercise good judgment, not just for your safety, but for the safety. What if she had kids and stuff in the house? You don't know. You can't even call just to protect yourself.
And we so exhausted. I ain't seen a march. I ain't
know.
seen a picket. All I seen is hashtags and reposts.
I really believe that probably will happen,
Yeah.
depending on what happens.
It's
to him.
becoming like the new norm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not even outraged anymore.
Somebody else was charged with murder.
In the store.
It just
really
keep
is.
on happening. And every
That's
time
so
we
wrong.
every time we oh my God, this is so wrong. But it's kind of normal.
And I just hate when people make excuses for just terrible, massacre. It's
that was an
they're
execution.
slaying us. They're just, you know what I'm saying? We're like lambs to the slaughter for real. And it's because it's one by one, it's oh man, it was another one of us. But when you collectively, you know what I mean?
This is
For
the
every
part.
election.
This is the part for me that's so ridiculous. Every time it happens, the first thing they think was, "Oh, were they wrong?" They have to think about
Yes,
that. They
that's
have
the
to think
question
about
at
if they
first.
were wrong, and then they really overemphasize every detail of it to try to create some type of shadow of a doubt.
And
Because
meanwhile,
that's
the
all you
same
gotta do
week,
is create
you
a
had
shadow
somebody
of a
on
doubt.
285, a Mexican man on 285,
yeah,
opened up.
waving guns.
He shot fire. I mean, he shot.
He did.
Yeah, they chased him down.
I know they got him. I know he was
up.
on the freeway. I know they said he was out when he had a hit.
Child, he was out there like bad boys
I
for.
would have ran his ass
He
over.
was out there like bad boys for, like Martin was on that car, honey. They didn't take him out.
I would have ran
I
his
need to
butt
see a
over.
picture of him. He probably who shot my tire a couple weeks
He's
ago.
sick of it. He's sick of it.
Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That was him?
Yeah, the whole 285.
So you would see his
Nothing was like 85.
I hate to get on my damn.
I'm so serious.
I know you
Good
are.
child.
So where are we at?
I've been looking for you, Tito.
Friends.
Massacres. Playing.
No, I mean
Hashtags.
hashtags.
We had to bring up that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
There's no way that we cannot have, you know what I'm saying, this platform and not talk about it, raise awareness, give our thoughts.
Right.
And it's
Prayers.
just lucky for us, prayers. It's thankful for us that they aren't super personal to us because
I mean, it
I'm
happens.
showing out. Yeah, I've had one.
Yeah.
How was what?
We've
Somebody
had-
shot and
I
killed
think
in front of
everybody's
me.
had,
No,
you know,
good
their
reason.
instances with the police.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, you have? Really? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I had to go through that.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
I know.
I've been had
you know,
rifles put to my face
But the police
Do
probably.
we have-
it gets
no,
close
not
to
by
home.
police.
I
Oh,
know,
okay.
I think everybody,
by other.
Well, oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
everybody knows of someone personally that has had an interaction with the police that has been less than favorable, extreme force, or
Yeah.
death. You know, that's why every time we get pulled over, it's like,
I got pulled over on the way here.
You know,
y'all.
yeah,
I was
but-
racing to
yeah.
get here.
Let's talk about
By
that.
the troopers.
How somebody was trying to play me.
She gonna ask me, did I get out so they can see what I look like to get out the
Oh, no.
ticket?
Oh,
I said,
no.
excuse
Oh,
me,
yes, you
get out where?
Oh,
Who?
listen.
I got pulled over with like this.
You-
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I listen. Here, I need what you
when I say there's other ethnicities that
ask.
get pulled
What
over
you,
by
what
the
you need
police.
to, what you need to see, cause
and
I
give
was
them
like this,
all
boy.
the
I see, I'm
ethnicities.
not finna.
Okay, you just gotta move slow.
Okay, so we need two
No, I be a little cocky when I get pulled over.
necessaries and unnecessaries.
No, cocky's not good word. Confident.
We'll have our guess.
Depends on what
What's
you
your
call it.
necessary and unnecessary about one, friends,
Mm-hmm.
two, the police?
Necessarily unnecessary about friends. I had to sit back and govern and think what made me select my friends. What is it about them and what is it about my self that picked the group of women and men that I have friendships with? So that's a necessary, could be unnecessary for some thing. You know? Police, necessary, unnecessary. I don't know. I'm torn. I come from a background of police officers and military men.
Mm.
My uncles, my grandfather was a U.S. Marshal.
Mhm.
My uncles were police officers at one point. I wanted to be one growing up at one point. I don't know why, child, but I was like 5, so give me some grace. But that's because that's all I saw. And I haven't had a lot of bad experiences with police officers, but I have had some bad experiences with police officers. I have seen someone shot and killed in front of me. I mean, I have experienced what it's like to be on the other side of that barrel with a police officer. So I don't know. I mean, I have, it's like case by case, scenario, but you know what's wrong and what's right. You know what's considered racism and not. I mean, you know, we have good enough sense to understand what's happening when it's happening. So I don't know. I'm torn.
Briscoe?
My necessary
Friends
for
and police.
friends. I feel like it's necessary to have at least one friend, at least somebody you can confide in, talk to, because we all need to vent and talk to somebody, share emotion, connection, energy. I just couldn't imagine not having any friends. I don't know what that's like. I've always had like, you know, a friend, like a real friend. And then I have my best friend, who I've been best friends with for almost 30 years. So, you know what I mean? Like,
Maybe that's the necessary, a best friend.
there you go. There you go, best friend. Even I
What
know you're
about
not watching the
people
goddamn
with like
show.
5, 6,
That's
7,
just
8
so
best
Look,
friends?
okay, okay.
I got two.
No, but you
I got two best friends.
No, but no,
Male
but
and female.
that can happen though. Like it's very rare where you find a clique of people. I know people like that where it's the same clique since like high school. You know what I
all
mean?
three.
Like that's like that type of thing.
You mean like group friendship?
Yeah, we talking about like multiple
No,
friends.
I got two best friends. They don't know each other, but one's male, one's
Right,
female.
but no, he was saying when you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that type of situation I'm talking about is like that's when it's dope. But when you're like, oh, I got a best friend over here in that state, I got a best friend on that state, you know what I mean? Like
My basketball team growing up.
see, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
those type of connections like are genuine and people should definitely hold on to them.
Shout out
Like-
to Opie.
So best friends are necessary.
Okay.
And unnecessary, you don't need to have 20 best friends. That's not necessary.
Oh, that's what you meant by this.
Yeah, no,
Y'all-
that,
y'all
that's
started.
I mean, like, you know, I think like 3 or 4 is cool, like for real, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you got different best friends who maybe different things, you know what I
Okay.
mean? Like, so I think that's a thing too.
Different best friends for different things.
Yeah, like,
And I shook my head like, oh, okay.
Right.
I don't know what is that?
That's my church best friend.
Yeah,
That's my work
my
best
male
friend.
best friend.
That's my
That's my social
like,
best
like,
friend.
okay, like for instance, you
That's
spend
my
realistically,
childhood
no,
best
for
friend.
real, because
Yeah.
you spend more time at work than you do usually with people at
So
home.
your work
right?
bestie.
So like the first people when you work with them, that energy that you like, especially if you've been at your job like 10, 15 years, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Working with the same person, y'all eat lunch together, y'all see each other every morning from 8
So
to
does it
5.
become
But
your
if
best
you-
friend?
no, not me. I don't have a best
Let
friend.
me
at work.
tell y'all,
I don't
I
have
ain't
a
never
best friend
been
at work.
friends with
You
none
just
of
start
y'all,
working.
none of my coworkers, maybe one, none of my coworkers. I don't want you on my pages.
Oh wow, I've been
I
friends
don't
with,
want
like,
you knowing about any relationships.
Oh no.
I don't want you knowing what my next venture is.
I mean,
I'm gonna pray for us while we are in this location,
You my work friend.
and we gonna keep
it don't even sound like they work
And
for
we
you.
gonna do-
They sound like they just work.
So when work is over,
Yeah.
Work is over.
Don't call
that's
me.
it. Don't come, don't text me, don't tell me what Felicia did
Mm-mm.
in the closet upstairs.
I
with her. Like I
cannot.
don't want to know. Don't care.
Oh yeah, I gotta do one for police. Huh?
That's a hard one for me.
Well, it's kind of
Are
hard
they
for me, too.
necessary?
Like,
Yeah.
nah, they necessary, bro.
They are.
Okay, for realistically for me, and hope I don't jinx myself and say this, I've never really had a bad run-in with the police. Realistically, I've never, me personally, I have never really had one where I felt like my life was, you know,
Yeah.
in jeopardy,
Actually, not
or like I felt like he was really just being 150% racist towards me. Like, you gotta realize I'm from California. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm saying like it happens there realistically, but I think if I lived in the South, maybe growing up my whole entire life or something, then maybe I would have experienced it. But me personally, I've been driving since 16. I've never, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's because I never really put myself in situations, or maybe it was the group of people I hung around with, or maybe it was just pure luck. I really don't know. So with police, they've been to my rescue more than they've been
I got you.
against me, or or I've been in a situation.
Yeah.
So I feel like the good ones are necessary because there are some good ones. You know what I mean? And my unnecessary is the bad ones are just unnecessary. Like y'all can just go. And just
I
kill
think they should do psych evaluations every
They
2
do.
years.
Well, they do self
Every 2 years.
Oh yeah, I don't think they do.
Because it's like you can work at a call center and get burned out.
Right,
Like, why?
right.
You know, it's
And I
okay.
wanted to do that too. I wanted to do that job, and
You
I was
could
like,
cheat
A call?
psyche now. You know
for
the
the,
answer.
oh, for 911
Oh, it's
operator.
psych, okay.
911 operator. Yeah, I thought about doing that, but I thought about
Girl, last time
kids.
I called 911, I lived in Fulton County. They never came.
Oh no, see, I didn't have an issue like that either.
Lady was like, hold on.
I had to call them a couple
Sound
years
like
ago.
eating popcorn.
No, she didn't.
Hold on.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, I don't God.
See,
And me and my neighbor sat outside because we thought we heard something. So we let him sit outside and wait for the police. They never came.
oh, it was you thought you heard something.
I
It
said,
wasn't,
I
like,
said,
it wasn't
Rebecca-
like your life was in
I said,
jeopardy
Rebecca, you
situation.
call. She's Caucasian.
Mm-mm.
So Rebecca, you call and see if they come. They still didn't come. They didn't hear.
Well, I mean, okay, so that type of situation, if you call me like, I think I hear an intruder.
I don't know. Something going on.
You see what happened to the other girl? Don't boil no water if you hear her intruder.
Don't do nothing. When you walk outside, just be like, hey, listen.
How we know the water wasn't already boiling?
But you know, I had an instance in Douglasville where I called the police in the middle of the night, and crazy enough, I actually knew the police. I think when they were helping me with something, just by sheer coincidence, like they were just riding around there helping me like move. So when I called them in the middle of the night, months later, it was the same police officer, and he walked me through we were arm in arm. He was walking me through the.
See, they got some.
He sat outside like for 2 or 3 hours after that. So,
They got a dwindle in there finally. They in there.
moral of the story: the Douglasville.
I cannot.
I'm like,
Marcus,
Fulton County ain't gonna do it for you.
I can't wait to hear this one. We gotta really listen to this one right here.
Really?
Yeah, I want to hear especially about the police.
Yeah. Well, okay, well, I'll say friends.
Okay. Well,
It's necessary to have friends that you can trust, that have good intentions, that you wish the best for, that wish the best for you. Because a real friend ain't gonna want to see you in harm's way.
they don't put
So
you.
that's a necessary of friendship, is to be a good friend. My unnecessary is backstabbers, liars,
Backstab.
fake friends, people that fool with people you don't fool with and go back and forth and play both sides, and people that backbite you and two-faced you, and those are not your friends. Friends that ain't really your friends. You know what I mean? Friends that turn on you after a while, y'all become enemies, and friends like those, you don't need enemies. That's
Yeah,
it.
I
So-
do got one of those.
Wait, so there was 2 things I wanted to hit on because I don't know how much time you have.
Not much. We'll wrap it up right now.
Okay, I figured it felt like it was the ending, like at the end of church when they do and they tell you stand on your feet. That's what it was feeling like. Okay, but I just want to say this. So 2 of the points that I wanted to make is 1, choosing your friends wisely. Sometimes you have to create boundaries, right? Once we create those boundaries, I always feel like, oh, that's it, that's my piece, right? No. After that, now you have to create a standard. Your boundaries are set, and now you have to create a standard that people should meet, especially in a friendship, because everybody doesn't know how to be a friend. And then sometimes you got to teach them. Not all the time. Sometimes you got to teach them, but that's the only thing.
And
Standards.
you are the common denominator in all your friendships. So you have to take responsibility for your side of the friendship as well. So, there's that. The police.
Oh God.
My necessary for the police is to do your job. Do your freaking job. You worried about me peeing in this alley and some little girl is being kidnapped 3 blocks away in sex traffic. Bruh, I need y'all to get y'all priorities of crime, because y'all chase a little penny. Like, it's real crimes that y'all need to really be more focused on than me running this light and me boiling this water.
They go for the easy.
And me, you know what I mean? You want
But you win,
this person on drugs, like, I feel like, so it's a hierarchy in law enforcement. You got CIA, FBI, DEA, you got, you got all these different agencies, and everybody's like a separate entity. But I feel like they should be targeting CIA and them. Y'all need to be targeting the kingpins. That's what y'all need to be targeting. FBI, y'all need to be targeting everybody. And y'all should all collectively be working together to solve some of these real egregious crimes, because sex trafficking is really like ridiculous. And if you want to solve, black on black crime and all these killings and stuff, it ain't about locking everybody up that do it. It's about preventing it and using the resources that you have to prevent some of these crimes. But if they prevented crime, I guess they would be out of a job. So, my unnecessary for the police, because I've sued the police twice for excessive force, is poor judgment, excessive force, using deadly force in instances that do not warrant it. We got a lot of, I seen a documentary years back with he was like a Klan member up in Idaho somewhere, and he said, we ain't wearing our hoods and stuff no more. We're wearing suits and police uniforms.
Telling the truth,
You know what I mean? So they're implemented into all these systematic organizations for the government. They're your politicians, your police, your firemen. They might not even put your black ass out if they show up. Because
Not the firemen.
yeah, they got they in everywhere.
Yeah.
They have infiltrated the systems, and that's why we have systematic racism. So that's mine.
This is great.
It was alright. I'm like, oh no.
Well,
It was alright.
It was good. It's true.
we'll see you all next time on the necessary.
Thank you for having me.
Oh,
Yes, friends, stay away from the police. Duck and
Straight
dodge the
up.
police.
How many of us have the Sheena Takai?
It's like hi.
Sheena Takai.
It's like
Where can they find you?
Sheena Takai is my handle on everything. SHEENA TOKAI. And let the
And the
name
church.
of the Lord reign
Right,
forever.
It's always like, why would you start talking? They want you to do that gospel singing. They want you to praise Jesus.